Animal tissue, four types: epithelial, connective, muscular, and nervous. We did epithelial last time. Epithelium is divided into simple, which is a single layer, and stratified, which is multi-layered. Then there is a type called squamous, cuboidal, columnar, ciliated. और क्यूबॉइडल के अंदर एक था ग्लैंडुलर एपिथेलियम. Then we also saw muscular tissue, muscles. And muscles are of three types: smooth muscle, striated muscle, and cardiac muscle. In this part, the last part, we are going to cover connective tissue and nervous tissue. Nervous tissue is the smallest part, one figure and 5 sentences over. But connective tissue is going to be little long. So let us understand first the structure of connective tissue. The connective tissue has three main types. और ये सब textbook में कहीं नहीं दिया. Textbook has no structure at all, just bombardment of information. So make sure you write this structure in your notebook and keep it up on your notice board. ये structure होगा तो ही chapter easily याद रहेगा. So connective tissue में the first connective tissue is called proper connective tissue. Skeletal connective tissue, liquid connective tissue. Proper, skeletal, liquid. Three main types of connective tissues. Proper connective tissue are of two types: areolar, adipose. Skeletal tissue is of four types: bone, cartilage, cartilage, ligament, tendon. And liquid connective tissue means blood, and blood is divided into plasma and blood cells. So this is what we will cover now in connective tissue. Connective tissue, it's loosely spaced. There is a lot of space between the cells. Second, it is embedded in a intracellular matrix, which I'll explain in a second. The matrix is jelly-like, fluid, dense, rigid, and the type of matrix depends on the function of the connective tissue. So without going into the details, first let us understand what is connective tissue. Every connective tissue is made up of two parts. Every connective tissue is made up of two parts. It's not given clearly in the textbook. So remember properly. Matrix and cells. Cells are living, from which the body is made. Matrix is just a chemical. I am a living person, but what about my saliva? Is saliva living? Saliva is a chemical made by me. I am a living person. What about my tears? They are chemicals released by me. Here also, inside connective tissue, there are two parts: matrix and the cells. Cells are the living thing of the connective tissue. And these cells themselves make the matrix. तो मैट्रिक्स कुछ नहीं है, केमिकल स्ट्रक्चर है जो सेल्स ने खुद बनाया है. सेल्स लिविंग है, सेल्स को ऑक्सीजन खाना पीना चाहिए, बट मैट्रिक्स इज अ केमिकल प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द सेल्स एंड टुगेदर they create the connective tissue. Now the matrix is of different types. ये देखो, matrix is jelly like. So jelly like matrix is present in blood. AEROLAR, aerolar connective tissue. Fluid connective tissue, again blood, liquidy. Dense connective tissue is present in bones. तो जब बोन का स्ट्रक्चर होता है, एक हड्डी जब तुम तोड़ के अंदर से देखते हो तो क्या दिखता है? When you see the bone from inside, you would see that there is a matrix of calcium and magnesium. Matrix मतलब चारों तरफ फिलिंग है, फिलिंग पूरा भरा हुआ है. It is very very hard calcium and magnesium, and inside that matrix it's the cell, bone cell. So bone cell is a living part of bone tissue, but this bone cell is present inside a matrix made up of calcium and magnesium. और ये मैट्रिक्स किसने बनाया? चारों तरफ कैल्शियम मैग्नीशियम कहाँ से आया? ये सेल्स ने खुद पैदा किया है. सो दीज सेल्स टेक द न्यूट्रिशन फ्रॉम द बॉडी. हमने जो खाया है वो सारा न्यूट्रिशन ये सेल्स को मिलता है, and then these cells release the calcium and magnesium and create a strong structure around them, creating bone, which is a connective tissue. And that's why I'm repeating once again, every connective tissue has two parts. The matrix जो बोन में solid matrix है, the solid surrounding, which is non-living chemicals, and the cell itself, which is living. Look at this diagram from textbook. Blood के बारे में information दी है, but completely rubbish information. This has been taken from encyclopedia, which you don't have to study. You don't need to know what is neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil, lymphocyte, monocyte, platelets, nothing. That's why I've written clearly not for exam. But you need to know the structure of blood. Blood is liquid connective tissue. And this liquid connective tissue has two parts, the matrix and the cells. Who made the matrix? The cells made the matrix. Matrix contains maximum water, protein, hemoglobin, all other chemicals, whatever is present in the blood. And cells are of three types for 9 standard level. WBC, मैं कहाँ लिख रहा हूँ? So liquid connective tissue, matrix contains water, protein, hemoglobin, etc. And cells are WBC, RBC and platelets. This is the limit how much you have to remember for exam purpose. Apart from that, whatever is given in this figure is extra knowledge. This is a better diagram of blood, a connective tissue, which tells you this yellow colored liquid is plasma, and plasma is made by the cells themselves. ये प्लाज्मा के अंदर सब कुछ तैर रहा है, therefore plasma is the matrix. And then there are three types of cells floating in the blood: RBC, the giant WBC, soldiers, and these small platelets. Again, for illustration purposes, liquid connective tissue, blood, which connects the body from top to bottom. Solid connective tissue, bones. Another type of connective tissue is solid connective tissue for support, structure, strength in the body, which we already discussed slightly 2 minutes ago. The first is bone, and bone has a rigid matrix. As I said, every connective tissue has a matrix. Bone has strong solid matrix made up of calcium, phosphorus, and even magnesium. It supports the body, it anchors the muscles and supports the main organs of the body. It anchors the muscles. Muscles को बैठने के लिए जगह चाहिए, काम करने के लिए जगह चाहिए. When you want to pull something, तो खुद पुल करना मुश्किल होता है, लेकिन पीछे से कोई सपोर्ट मिले and then you pull, it's easier. So bone provides that very important support for the muscles. It also gives support for the main organs like heart, kidney, liver, all are inside the rib cage. Bones are strong and bones are not flexible. And bone cells are called osteocytes. Any word which starts from osteo, O-S-T-E-O, मतलब समझ लेना के bone के साथ related. Osteoporosis, osteocyte, osteosindric, कुछ भी हो osteo, it means bones. Another type of connective tissue is ligament, which joins one bone to another. Two bones have to be joined together, and that bone to bone joint is created by ligaments. Bone to bone joint के लिए. They are elastic, strong, and contains less matrix. Whatever the matrix is, but कम होता है, and it is at the joints. Two bones are connected by ligaments. Then there is something called as tendon. And tendons are the one who are responsible for joining muscles to bones. Bone के ऊपर muscle बैठता है, and muscle is something like this. तो मसल को कनेक्ट करने वाला बोन के साथ टेंडन होता है. So here tendon is present and bone to bone connection में ligament is present. Tendons are fibrous. They have great strength but limited flexibility. Only this much information you have to remember. Not a word extra will be asked because textbook में नहीं है. This is, as I said, diagrams taken directly from an encyclopedia. You don't have to by heart or understand anything. सिर्फ बेसिक समझो. ये हड्डी है, हड्डी, हाड़कू. और बोन में the matrix and the cells, and the matrix is made up of calcium, magnesium, और टेक्स्ट बुक में लिखा है फॉस्फोरस, तो हम फॉस्फोरस भी लिखेंगे. बोन्स के अंदर तक ब्लड जाता है. हेवर्सियन कैनाल कंटेन्स ब्लड वेसल्स एंड नर्व फाइबर. हाड़कू भांगे ત્યારે દુખે, फ्रैक्चर થાય ત્યારે દુખે, हड्डियां टूटती है तो दर्द क्यों होता है? बिकॉज देयर आर नर्व्स इनसाइड द बोन, सो बोन्स कैन फील. एंड कैनालिक्यूलस, ये देखो ऑस्टियोसाइट. ऑस्टियोसाइट का मतलब बोन सेल. So these are bone cells, and around every bone cell there is a matrix made up of calcium, phosphorus, etc. In short, this is bone. Nothing from the diagram has to be memorized. This is a beautiful diagram, very important diagram. Draw कर सको तो और भी better है. About 3 different connective tissues together. सबसे पहला connective tissue जो दिख रहा है वो है bone. Bone. Thigh bone. Thigh is called femur bone. And उसके नीचे जो नी के नीचे का सबसे बड़ा बोन होता है, दैट्स कॉल्ड टिबिया. जनरल नॉलेज, बोन टू बोन कनेक्शन कौन करता है? बोन खुद एक कनेक्टिव टिश्यू है. बोन को ज्वाइन करने वाला लिगामेंट दूसरा एक कनेक्टिव टिश्यू है. एंड बोन्स मूव कैसे करते हैं? मसल से. तो यू कैन सी दिस इज अ मसल, एंड मसल को बोन के साथ ज्वाइन करने वाला है टेंडन. Tendon is muscle to bone, ligament is bone to bone, and bone itself is a connective tissue. And fourth type is a cartilage. Bone, ligament, tendon, cartilage. क्या है cartilage देखते हैं और कहां प्रेजेंट होता है. नी रिप्लेसमेंट सर्जरी होती है ना. Why is knee replaced? Because after years of using your leg, ये जो जॉइंट है वो एक दूसरे को स्क्रैच करने लगता है, एंड दैट्स व्हाई नी रिप्लेसमेंट सर्जरी इज डन. दिस इज अ लेयर ऑफ सॉफ्ट टिश्यू, जिसकी वजह से तुम्हारी हड्डियां एक दूसरे के साथ घिसती नहीं. एंड दिस सॉफ्ट लेयर इज कॉल्ड कार्टिलेज. इट एक्ट्स लाइक अ कुशन, soft layer between two bones, and after 60-70 years of age this soft cushion is gone, and therefore knee replacement surgery has to be made. So let's read more about cartilage. Cartilage is a connective tissue with widely spaced cells. It has a solid matrix made up of proteins and sugars. It smoothens the bone surface. हड्डी की पीछे की सरफेस को स्मूथ बनाता है ताकि वो एक दूसरे से घिसे नहीं. It is present in nose, ear, trachea, larynx. It is foldable, bendable, flexible. Foldable, bendable and flexible. और इसका लाइव एग्जांपल मैं दिखा सकता हूं. You touch the tip of your nose and then press it hard. When you just touch the tip, it's soft. But when you press it hard, तो यहाँ ऊपर हड्डी होती है. तो हड्डी नोज की यहीं तक होती है. उसके बाद जो फाइनल शेप है, that is cartilage. This is cartilage because it is soft. So your ears are made up of cartilage, very less bones. Your nose has cartilage. Your trachea and larynx in the respiratory system has cartilage. कार्टिलेज एक शॉक एब्जॉर्बर है. तो बहुत हाइट से जब जंप मारते हो तो योर बोन्स हिट ईच अदर, बट दैट शॉक इज टेकन अप बाय कार्टिलेज बिटवीन द टू बोन्स. वंस अगेन, ये डायग्राम तो ठीक है, समझ में आया, दो हड्डियों के बीच में. बट दिस डायग्राम इज स्ट्रेट टेकन फ्रॉम एन एनसाइक्लोपीडिया. यू डोंट हैव टू वरी व्हाट इट इज. Chondrocyte, hyaline matrix, ये वो कुछ नहीं, not necessary. And last is proper connective tissue. But before doing this proper connective tissue, I am going back to our chart to remind you that what are we doing in this chapter right now. We are covering connective tissue and connective tissue is of three types. लिक्विड कनेक्टिव टिश्यू हमने देखा, ब्लड, जिसके अंदर प्लाज्मा इज द मैट्रिक्स एंड देयर आर सेल्स. विच सेल्स? रेड ब्लड सेल, व्हाइट ब्लड सेल एंड प्लेटलेट्स. तीन चीज याद रखो. वी सॉ स्केलेटल टिश्यू विच इज फॉर स्ट्रेंथ. वी सॉ बोन, कार्टिलेज, ligament, tendon. And now we'll see the last part of connective tissue, which is areolar and adipose. Areolar tissue is present below the skin. पूरे शरीर में सारी स्किन के नीचे areolar tissue होता है. And let's see what are the characteristics of areolar tissue. It is present between the skin and the muscles. It's present around the blood vessels, gymnozoid, veins and arteries, उसके around होता है, and nerves and in bone marrow. So वैसे it is present at 1000 places, but textbook says it is present at 4 places, which you have to remember: between the skin and muscles, around the blood vessels and nerves, and in bone marrow. So it's 3 things: between skin and muscles, around blood vessels and nerves, and in bone marrow. It fills the space inside the organs. So organ जब बनता है तो अंदर खाली जगह होती है, तो ये फिलर है हर जगह. It's the filling of areolar tissue. It supports the internal organ. Have you ever purchased a watch in a box? It comes in a tin container also. कभी भी वॉच को सिर्फ डब्बे में नहीं डालते हैं, उसको पैक करते हैं, उसको एक रोल पे चढ़ाते हैं, रोल के आसपास में पैकिंग होता है, वरना घड़ी अंदर टकरा के टूट जाए. That packing material in human body is areolar tissue. Your heart is inside the rib cage, but it is not just the heart. It's the rib cage, the heart, and rest is filled by areolar tissue, so that nothing can move. It contains reticulate fiber, collagen fiber, macrophage, mast cell, fibroblast, and plasma cell. ये सब नाम है. जैसे मेरी सोसाइटी में हर रोज शाम को खेलने के लिए चिंटू बंटी राधा और रमा आते हैं, तो चिंटू बंटी राधा रमा कौन है, उसका कोई डेफिनेशन नहीं है, वो 4 जन के नाम है. वैसे एरियोलार टिश्यू के अंदर क्या है? रेटिकुलेट फाइबर, कोलेजन फाइबर, मैक्रोफाज, मास्ट सेल, फाइब्रोब्लास्ट एंड प्लाज्मा सेल. 6 things. Remember the name? That's all. But coming to the explanation, I had told you that every connective tissue has 2 parts: matrix and the cells. Cells are living and matrix is chemical, and who makes the matrix? The cells. Reticulate fiber, matrix. Collagen fiber, matrix. Macrophage, cell. Mast cell, cell. Fibroblast, cell. Plasma cell, cell. मतलब 4 अलग प्रकार के सेल होते हैं और 2-3 तरह के फाइबर्स होते हैं, और पूरा गुचड़ुम गुचड़ुम मिल के एरियोलार टिश्यू बनता है. And look at the diagram of areolar tissue. You realize that it is all hodgepodge. It's a filler material जिसका कोई स्ट्रक्चर नहीं है. It's like भेल. भेल का कोई डायग्राम नहीं होता है. वैसे everything is present everywhere and it's all mixed. Reticulate fiber and collagen fiber create the matrix. Fibroblast, macrophage, plasma cell and mast cell are the 4 types of cells. कौन क्या करता है, क्यों है, वो सब जानने की जरूरत फिलहाल नहीं. एंड एरियोलार का कजिन है एडिपोज टिश्यू. एडिपोज is found below the skin. Skin के लेयर के नीचे, between the internal organs, किडनी और हार्ट के बीच में, किडनी और लीवर के बीच में, स्टमक के बीच में, etc. And the main part is it is filled with fat globules. वो फैट से भरा हुआ होता है. So adipose tissue is full of fat. You see fat droplet, और फैट मतलब चर्बी. चर्बी आती है तेल, घी, बटर खाने से. So whenever you eat too much, your body digests and stores it inside your body in this tissue below your skin. इसलिए जब आदमी मोटा होता है तो कहां से मोटा होता है? चारों तरफ से, क्योंकि चारों तरफ स्किन है एंड स्किन के नीचे का लेयर बढ़ते जाता है, बढ़ते जाता है, बढ़ते जाता है. So this is a poor man, this is medium man, this is a rich man. पेट है किसी, ये स्किन के नीचे फैट बढ़ते जाता, प्लस यहां सब जगह. एंड दिस फैट एक्ट्स एज एन इंसुलेटर. ठंडी नहीं लगती, इनफैक्ट ज्यादा गर्मी लगती है. सो हुएवर इज फैट, ही फील्स हॉट because adipose tissue acts as an insulator. Figure as usual is not important, but one thing to understand, ये भी खिचड़ी है, ये भी पूरा गुचड़ुम मिक्स है जिसका कोई डायग्राम का ठिकाना नहीं है, but it is made up of cells and fibers, just like areola.
We've all seen what a building looks like. It has walls, windows, balconies, and terrace. And we also know what it's made up of. Yes, it is bricks, rocks, iron rods, etc. So let's try to make our own building. We started to pile up a few bricks. But you know what happened after a while? They all collapsed. Why do you think it happened? Maybe there's some important component which we have seemed to miss. Can you figure out? Oh, we didn't really use any cementing material. This cementing material is very important to build a structure. It binds all the other materials and helps in making the building firm and solid. So now we know that cement acts as a binding, supporting, and packing material. So just like a building, there's cementing material in our body too, in the form of a special tissue which helps to bind the body together. This tissue helps to connect all the organs and parts of the body, and hence this tissue is rightly named as connective tissue. The human body is made up of 4 types of tissues. In our last session, we saw how important the nervous tissue is, and today we'll be dealing with the connective tissue. As we know, a tissue is made up of cells, and the cells that make up this connective tissue are present in a gel-like substance called medium or matrix, which forms the main bulk of the connective tissue. Since it's a connective tissue, are you wondering in our body what does it connect? So to answer this, let's look at the human skeleton. An adult human body has 206 bones. So what do you think? Are they all connected to each other? Yes, they are all connected with this special type of connective tissue. The tissue that connects 2 bones is called a ligament. But apart from just connecting bones, even muscles are adhered to the bones with another type of tissue called the tendon. And both these, that is the ligament and the tendon, are a type of connective tissue called as the dense connective tissue. Dense because the cells in this type of tissue are densely packed together with very little matrix. To protect our bones and muscles, our skin comes into the picture. The human skin is the largest organ. But ever wondered how does it just stay there? The skin is connected to our muscles with a type of a connective tissue. The cells in this tissue float in a gel-like medium which is loose, and hence this tissue gets its name as an areolar or loose connective tissue. It's also present around blood vessels, nerves, and in the bone marrow, and to fill the space inside the organs. So mainly this type of connective tissue is used as a filler tissue. Are we all good till here? Okay. So till now we've seen how a connective tissue connects parts of our body or how it binds them together. Now let's move a step ahead and see the other functions of how the connective tissue supports our body. Our bones form the framework of our body. But did you know that these bones are also a connective type of tissue? It supports and holds our internal organs together. Like for example, the heart and lungs are supported by the bony rib cage in our chest. Our skull holds and supports our brain. It may be difficult to visualize a bone as a tissue because we've always seen a tissue like a layer or a group of cells. But the bone cells are present in a medium which has calcium and phosphorus. And due to this, a bone is strong and hard in appearance. So therefore, the bone is a type of skeletal connective tissue. But there's one more tissue in this type. Have you ever tried folding your earlobe? It bends easily, right? That is because the cells here are widely spaced and the matrix is cheese-like, firm and slightly elastic. This tissue is called as a cartilage. Yes, the ear lobe, nose tip and many more such areas are made up of cartilage. A precious body needs to be safe from the mechanical shocks it might get. And to do this, there's a layer of tissue right beneath your skin which acts as a shock absorber. This special type of connective tissue is called adipose tissue. The cells here are filled with fat globules. Let's come to a fun fact. Did you know that thin people who have very little adipose tissue feel more cold compared to fat individuals? As this layer acts as an insulator. This brings us to the last type of connective tissue. We've always seen a tissue like a layer of cells or a huge pile of cells. But what if I tell you that our body has a tissue which is liquid in nature? This fluid flows through your entire body and acts as a transporter of oxygen to all the parts of the body. Can you name this fluid in our body? Yes, it's the blood. Blood is a fluid connective tissue which has many cells like RBCs, WBCs and platelets suspended in a liquid medium called plasma. So here we've completed seeing all the types of connective tissue and simultaneously learned the functions of this tissue. So just how without cement the building collapsed, imagine what would happen to our body without connective tissue.
And the last type of tissue is nervous tissue. We have done epithelial, muscular, connective, and this is nervous tissue. Very easy, very small, and it will come in 10th standard also. तो अच्छे से करना. Nervous tissue is made up of nerve cell. And the figure is very, very important. So first we'll focus on the figure and try to understand the parts. A nerve cell has three parts. The first part is a dendrite. Blue color का जो box है, वो ये है. These fibers, they all are called dendrites. Dendrites are coming out from what? The dendrites are coming out from the cell body. So the second part of the nerve cell is cell body, and cell body is also called soma. ये है. And we have done lesson number 5. Lesson 5 में सीखा कि न्यूक्लियस होता है, न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन, क्रोमोसोम, डीएनए, एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम, माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, क्लोरोप्लास्ट तो होगा नहीं है, प्लांट नहीं है, बट गोल्गी बॉडी, लाइसोसोम, ribosome, rough ER, smooth ER, vacuole, everything is packed here because it's an animal cell. Plus additionally it has those hairs which are called dendrites. It has a cell body, and the third part is axon. Axon means this longest fiber plus these fibers. Dendrite, cell body, axon. And what is the working of nerve cell? Nerve cell receives information and sends information. So where does nerve cell receive information from? It receives information from dendrites. Dendrites चारों तरफ पैर फैला के बैठे होते हैं फील करने के लिए, इंफॉर्मेशन रिसीव करने के लिए. ठंडी लग रही है, गर्मी लग रही है, चींटी ने काटा, any reaction which comes to your body and your attention goes there कि अरे कुछ तो हुआ, that's because of nerve cells. Nerve cells are sending signals to your brain. But how? They receive from the dendrites. They process that information here. एक सेकंड के लिए सोचते हैं और फिर वो इंफॉर्मेशन एक्सॉन के थ्रू आगे पास हो जाती. रिसीव, प्रोसेस, ट्रांसमिट एंड पासिंग द पार्सल करते रहते हैं. एंड दैट इज हाउ nerve cells send information to each other, and from tip of your hand the information reaches all the way to the brain. So nervous tissue is made up of nerve cells and a single nerve cell is called neuron, and neurons make the nervous tissue. They record stimulus. Stimulus means information. Thandi, garmi, wet, barish, dry, whatever you feel is because of the nerve cells. Then they transport the stimulus, they receive, transport, and it reaches to the brain. And when that information reaches the brain, then the brain orders for action. For example, my WhatsApp is on this laptop right now, and there is some notification, and that is irritating and bothering me. लेकिन कैसे पता चला? देखो आया. My ears receive that sound. From my ears, the nervous tissue or the nerve cells take that message to the brain. Brain then sends a signal to my hand that hold the mouse, minimize the presentation, go to the speaker, mute it so that there is no problem. This entire coordination is done by nervous tissue. And nervous tissue या nervous system के दो main parts होते हैं, एक brain और एक spinal cord, and they both are completely made up of neurons. Part of neuron we already did. Neuron has three parts: the cell body, the axon, the dendrites. एक बार खुद ड्रॉ करने का आएगा तो विक्स की गोली लो, खींच खींच दूर करो. वो एडवर्टाइजमेंट में ऐसा एक खींच खींच वाला आता था कीड़ा, वो बनाने का, फिर एक लाइन लंबी. दैट्स ऑल. नर्व सेल रेडी. एट द मैक्स पूछड़ा ऊपर बेतरण फाइबर, एक आध डॉट. देन यू डेकोरेट एज मच एज यू वांट. द स्मॉल फाइबर्स आर कॉल्ड डेंड्राइट्स. दिस इज द सेल बॉडी and this is the axon. Dendrites receive the message, axon transmits the message. Axon is single long thin hair like nerve fiber. Dendrites are many short fibers. Neuron can be as long as a meter. 100 centimeter लंबा हो सकता है single cell in your body, and many neurons together make nerves. Nerves is for sending and receiving information. So thank you so much. That's the end of this chapter. Happy studying.
Welcome to 2-Minute Neuroscience, where I simplistically explain neuroscience topics in 2 minutes or less. In this installment, I will discuss the neuron. This is a brain. Estimates vary, but right now the best guess seems to be that our brains contain around 85 billion neurons. The neuron is a nerve cell, and it's the primary functional unit of the nervous system. This is a generic image of a neuron. Neurons actually come in all shapes and sizes, but this is the prototypical version of a neuron that you'll often see in a textbook. The structures extending from the left side of the neuron that look a little bit like tree branches are called dendrites. Dendrites are the area where neurons receive most of their information. There are receptors on dendrites that are designed to pick up signals from other neurons that come in the form of chemicals called neurotransmitters. Those signals picked up by dendrites cause electrical changes in a neuron that are interpreted in an area called the soma, or the cell body. The soma contains the nucleus, which contains the DNA or genetic material of the cell. The soma takes all the information from the dendrites and puts it together in an area called the axon hillock. If the signal coming from the dendrites is strong enough, then a signal is sent to the next part of the neuron, which is called the axon. At this point, the signal is called an action potential. The action potential travels down the axon, which is covered with myelin, an insulatory material that helps to prevent the signal from degrading.